Wow, that was our first successful teleportation in this game. It goes a lot worse than that. Yeah, let's have a look around. Gut. Implants and stuff is pretty much where we need to go. Why is there no sound going on here? Oh, okay. See if we can do anything in these old places real quick.
I'm sure he'd like that, but you'd better hang on to what you've got. You never know when you'll need it.
Hmm. Hey, actually lets me go up. I don't have my room card anymore though, do I? I don't think. Yep, they got implants and stuff. A very descriptive name for a business. We still have our room card? No. Darn it.
It would appear that merging those two items is not a good idea.
Get the mouse.
It feels slightly gritty. You suppress an urge to dust it.
Go dusting mice. Roger, that's weird. Real weird, man. Alright. Get out of here.
Those two look like people my mom warned me about. I think I should avoid them.
Good idea, Roger. Go check out the old arcade. Oh, looks like Orion's belt is closed. Didn't last long.
Seems the Endrodroid's last visit has caused a permanent change of hours for this establishment. Like none.
Alright, let's check out the arcade quick. We're not... should we have a game of... Oh, what old jerkwad's gone? Odd. If we can play Sturge Fighter again. We can play it. Sturge Fighter 3. Have a game for old time's sake.
This is the Lair Man. He has a mean ear twist, a sinus-draining nose tweak, and he does a pretty respectable crowbar to the nose. He is not one to be underestimated.
I'd never underestimate Lair Man.
This one's Coily Joe. Coily's bulk belies the finesse-laden look-up, look-down move, and the nyeh hand in the face. He also has the raw power to deliver a stunning fist-on-nose overhand. A powerful package indeed.
Very powerful.
This is Big
You
Mo.
need some pants.
Big Mo's specialties are the face slap and a particularly effective hair pull guaranteed to make even Geordie's eyes water.
Well, let's roll with old Coiler Joe. I think I still remember the cheat code for this. Pretty sure. We'll try a round without it though.
Let's get ready to.
Which will definitely result in a loss, but why not? I can like never even like hit these guys once without the cheat code. Find that when you narrate your daily life, the same intonation, yeah. The narrator Gary Owens, just like pretty much anything he says just sounds amazing. So I'd love for him to narrate my life.
Big Mo win.
Big Mo. Okay, I think I know the I think you have to do it at the start though, don't you? The cheat. It might be too late for it. Yeah, I think you have to do it at the start.
That's delightful.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my head came off. Oh well, alright. Yeah, the audio's so bad in this for some reason. I don't know, like, what's going on with that. Super crackly. Well, I need to practice some more, I think.
Big Mo wins the match. He ordered you.
He mortared me. Oh dear. Guy looks like a nail. Cross between a slender mushroom and a nail.
This guy looks like a well-used railroad spike. Perhaps the rust and mushroomed head give it away.
Okay. Pretty accurate with that description. I'm not too sure if the cheat code's supposed to be a reference to something. I'm assuming the game's definitely like Street Fighter. Space Quest 2, Vohol's Revenge. Playing in the cinema, apparently. Kind of weird. The hell's that guy?
Wow, a great woolly vulture. It resembles a hairy embryo.
Nice. I'd watch that too. I would definitely watch that. So, I don't know. I'd be a bit worried about them doing a Space Quest movie. I feel like they'd probably like not do the best job. It would have to have Gary Owens, of course.
Yikes! Can it be? Why, yes it is. It's Fester Blatz, former owner and proprietor of Fester's World of Wonders, a cheesy little tourist trap on the desert planetoid of Fleabot. The
Good old
t-shirt
Fester.
looks, and unfortunately smells, like the same one he wore on Fleabot. He has the expression of someone enjoying a permanent wedgie.
Don't know
He
if
has aged
enjoying is the
somewhat.
best word to
Looks
use.
like he's grown a few more neck rings. These last few years have been rough on him. From what you remember of him, he used to be kind of an aqua blue. Now he looks like a used lug liner, or the color of a Forillion miner's loogie.
Does look like he's seen better days.
This one's labeled fresh. By the looks of things around here, fresh is a very relative term.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Some kind of heart or something? Don't
What
know.
can be said that isn't painfully obvious?
Oh, that one there's a beaut. Has a dang airbag built right in. It's great for when your beast's motor skills just aren't up to par.
I
Oh,
see.
they were designed during the days of warp drive testing. They didn't always pick clean courses to test run in them days, and there would be an occasional warp speed asteroid strike, which of course resulted in a seriously non-graceful deceleration, you might say.
I see.
Brain-dead products have been a staple of the home-built being hobbyist for decades now. They make a fine line of adapter plugs which allow for cross-species component swapping. Means you'll be able to pick up parts anywhere other beings exist. Nice deal, huh?
Sounds good.
They also make a pretty fine moddy. Get tired of what kind of mood your droid, or spouse for that matter, is in? Why, you just slap in one of those babies and bingo! You can modify them into a whole new attitude. Find a wife type who won't pay some big buckazoids for that. Too bad the sale of them is illegal. About all I do is trade for them. It's one of them loopholes, guess you could say. Kinda developed a hobby of collecting the suckers.
Well, I think we happen to have one of those on us, so could do a bit of a deal there.
Now you know what happened to the infamous R2 line of droids. They've been reduced to carrying out the most trivial of tasks. Fester's using one for a Gen Blood blender. How sad.
Very.
The R2 line of droids seemed like the hottest thing going in their day. Then they found that one little flaw in the programming. Unfortunately, the princess's personal life will never be quite the same.
Obvious Star Wars reference there.
Them syringes you can use with lidocaine if you got some. Sometimes you gotta give old Butch a jump start right at first. Yeah, this is the only place on the planet to get a good lobe piercing, I tell ya. And even though we don't have to, we do use only Lorshan quality body part piercing products. Less chance of pus buildup and drainage that way. That stuff tends to dull the erythrium coating on the hardware.
Yeah, drinks, gin blood, whatever you're into, I guess. Alright, let's see if he's interested in our Callahan Moddy. Stop picking your nose.
Hello there,
Got
Mr.
business
Blatz.
to do.
I think I have something you might be interested in.
Think so, hey?
Oh, I really think you'll find it interesting.
Ooh! Why, I'd love to take that off your hands.
What you gonna give me?
Of course, you realize that it's illegal to sell those. But I could trade you for something. Look around and see what interests you.
I could really use a cyberspace jack.
Tell you what, I'll trade you for one of those fine specimens in the case. What do you say?
No,
Nah,
I want the
I'll pass.
jack or it's no deal.
Oh, now take it easy, Sonny. I think we can do business.
Give me that damn jack.
I'm glad you see it my way. It's been a pleasure. Take care, Fester. I gotta fly.
Thank you very much, Fester. Pleasure doing business with you. Right, let's check this thing out.
That's the cyberspace jack.
Indeed, cyberspace jack. Alright, time to get back to the ship. Fist full of buckazoids. Nice. These actually change every time you come into the screen, so it's kind of cool to kind of walk off and then see what the other ones are. Space Quest 2 again. Crew flies. Okay, time to get out of here. Alright. To the cyberspace.
What may I do for you, sir?
To the cyberspace. We need to navigate to... I need to use this again, or can I just go initiation? Can. Back to Delta Brooklyn 5, please. Manual. Every time I replay these, I find another reference that I missed or kind of went over my head last time I played it. Alright, time for us to head into cyberspace. Here's our friend.
He seems to be busy with his experiments.
Alright, we'll leave him alone. We've got other things to do. Gonna jump into cyberspace. Grab our cyberjack. Plug it in. Oculus Rift. Welcome to cyberspace. Information superhighway is
That's
not looking
quite
great.
a leap. You'd be able to clear it if you could get a running start, but you can't run in this game, only walk. In this space quest, you can't switch to sprint.
Can't switch to sprint. Funny. Well, try and get down this road. Bird seed.
Hey, free birdseed, and so conveniently placed under a huge boulder, too.
Nothing's safe from being referenced in this game. Way less ugly and bulky than the Rift. Rift, I don't think the Rift was too bad. I thought the HTC Vive was more bulky, to be honest. I think the Vive's a slightly better headset. Yeah, they don't reference Vive in here a lot. Like, pretty much the start of the game, where they pretty much, like, write off the entire story of what happened, and then it doesn't really get brought up again. Could take a little while getting down this road. Information superhighway. It's not very super though, I gotta say. There we go. Off to the office. Out in our dust, future site of the information superhighway. Executive offices.
The sign says it all. There was much talk and rhetoric about the information superhighway, but the executive and legislative branches seem quite opposed to getting together on just about anything either one of them introduces. Just look at the space program. Anyway, the frustration of a former employee is documented in the amendments to the opens date.
Never. Opens never.
A carelessly discarded bucket of building material has been spilled and allowed to harden.
Yeah, the next part of this is like one of my favorite parts of this game.
A rag hangs from the sawhorse. Who knows what it last wiped up? A screwdriver lies on the ground, probably discarded by the malcontent who vandalized the sign.
Probably. But it's gonna be our screwdriver now. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
The Port Ahead by Schroed Johns Incorporated stands silently waiting to make its designated collection of organic waste products.
That's not a cyber John, that's like a normal John.
A rag hangs from the sawhorse. Who knows what it last wiped up?
Alright, let's head into the office. Looks pretty cool. Windows.
This is the magic window whence you came. It looks like some poor slob actually waited for his number to be called and died for his troubles. Similar to the mint bowl found on the desks of receptionists in those pre-super information highway days, a mint candy icon symbolically takes up valuable desktop space.
Can we want a mint candy, please?
You virtually eat the nearly real mint. Your virtual breath is now virtually minty fresh. It looks strangely like a bell.
It does, indeed.
What do you know? And ooh, let's puke hard Fusion 500.
Ooh, let's puke hard. I never saw
Cool.
that one last time.
That looks like the file place.
That's where we need to get.
Everyone knows that's the file manager.
Whatever. It still blows. Even a lowly pond-sucking janitor knows that.
I'm sure Win 2001 will be better.
Well, you hold your breath and I'll hold what I want while waiting for it, and we'll see who's...
Cheese it. Someone is listening to us, and I'm certain they didn't pay to hear this.
Don't mind.
You're right. They'd probably like to hear more of me. I am the hero.
I gotta say, Roger,
Next.
I'd prefer to listen to Gary.
Looks like a programmer just prior to shipping. Very tidy. A trash can. That might be a perfect place to store all those vital screen-saving programs like that cool Yasser Arafat version you've downloaded from POL. Pardon me,
Well.
but I'm just a little nervous about this trash can thing. Didn't someone already go to court and spend wads of buckazoids over this?
Gary! Just read the copy, for Christ's sakes. We're not paying you to think. We just want that pretty voice of yours. All right, you friggin' union geek. Okay, people. Mr. Owens has gathered himself together, and we are ready to pick it up from that oh-so-fascinating Barney Fife meets Barry Mason segue. All right. Animation to speed. And roll.
Next.
Hey, read in here.
Although just a false front icon, it holds the promise of a tomorrow where true plug-and-play AM radio is no longer just a dream.
Good old AM radio. That's going back
That's
a ways.
a clock icon. A darling little fan icon decorates the accessories program group. Look, they even plan to have screensavers. A good idea for when those lines are all tied up. Who says they aren't thinking ahead? That's the refreshments folder. Don't be looking for your father's Playboys in here either.
Okay, let's ring the bell.
Does your number match the one shown by the counter?
I don't have a number yet.
No, I don't seem to have that one, but...
Oh, I am sorry, sir. Strangely enough, there's no provision for buts in this system. You either have the number shown or you do not. Now, please await the calling of your number. Thank you very much. I have important things to do.
Well, I best take a number then.
Next.
Seeing as the number is 3 and the now serving is 8, we might be here a while. But we can probably sort that out. AM radio is still a thing. Not like a... yeah. It still exists, but... definitely not really
Excellent guess, Kreskin.
as relevant as
Wrong.
it used to be.
But excellent.
Okay.
That's delightfully non-helpful.
Open it up first. Do a little bit of maintenance here. Go. Better.
Does your number match the one shown by the counter?
Does actually.
As a matter of fact, I do possess that number. Read it and weep, pixel woman.
Oh no, you can't possibly. Oh. Well, I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You bet your palate, little 32 by 32 pixel mama.
Off to the file room.